Hey guys, this is Ackley SamAttack4427 here, and welcome to another episode of WTPU, aka What the Pickup? Now, as you may recall, in the last episode of the show, which you can see right down over here, I talked about the plushie version of course, Aqua from Konosuba, to which I have to say is definitely a really great plushie by far, and it definitely does go great with, of course, pretty much the rest of the anime plushies that I actually got for sure. And I know that's saying a whole lot, given for the fact that I really do love Konosuba for sure. Definitely a fantastic anime for sure, and yeah, definitely feels great to actually have one of those pretty much a piece of merchandise from, of course, that's anime for sure. And not to mention good timing for pretty much before its third season coming up very soon, to which I'm really excited to see. So yeah. That's pretty much what I can say on, of course, that front. If you want to check that episode out for yourself, then don't worry about a thing. There's a card over there over at the top right corner of the screen, as well as, of course, the link to it down in the description box below. So yeah, whichever you prefer, go right ahead. I'll wait until you come back. Yeah, take all the time you need. I'll be here by the time you come back for sure. I mean, no rush or anything, just definitely take all the time you need to pretty much get back to here after you watch this episode for sure. And, you know, I think the thought that I pretty much had based on what I've seen in the previous episode, Aqua from Konosuba in a tutu. I know I would definitely bring this up to, of course, my girlfriend for sure the next time I check up with her for sure, but just the idea that I actually had alone, somebody make a bit of a fan art, of course, all that. I definitely want to see that little scenario I had based on, of course, what I've actually seen when I talked about this plushie for sure. That I'm actually quite curious to actually see for sure, and hey, if someone isn't actually in on the joke that I actually thought for sure, then who knows what the hell will actually happen for sure. Alright, I guess seeing how you did already see the last episode of this show, we might as well go ahead and start up this episode as we normally do. Well, I guess following up to what we actually talked about in the previous episode, I think it's about time that we talk about another anime plushie for sure. And surprisingly enough, it's of course based on one that I also do love and recognize for sure, but in a different interpretation from what I can gather. So yeah, in case you're actually quite curious to know, we're actually going to be talking about another plushie that I actually got, that I was lucky enough to actually get during my time at Syracuse Collectors Con not too long ago, and that being, of course, this. So yeah, what I actually got right here is, of course, this really nice plushie version of course, Ruby Rose from RWBY, or I guess in this case, Ruby Ice Queendom for sure. So yeah, this is of course another plushie that I actually got while I was at Syracuse Collectors Con not too long ago, and I kind of figured it would actually make sense for me to actually talk about this plushie in its own episode. So yeah, that's a kind of thought I would actually do for sure. So yeah, how does this plushie hold up in such a way? Well, let's take a look. Alrighty then, so yeah, now that we actually got the introduction out of the way, I think it makes sense to finally get ourselves into talk about this plushie for sure. But beforehand, I think I might as well get some things out real quick. Now, I guess if you have actually seen plenty of my videos in the past for sure, I made no secret that I definitely am a longtime fan of RWBY for sure, and And yeah, what else can I say about it that I got a lot of people having already? It's definitely really fun to watch, and definitely one of the most recognizable shows, pretty much by the production company. Yeah, pretty much the production company that created this for sure, Rooster Teeth, alongside the show's creator, which is of course the late Monty Ohm for sure. So. And I know that's saying a whole lot because given to pretty much what happened earlier this month, Rooster Teeth has officially closed its doors. No thanks to Warner Brothers Discovery for sure. I mean, come on. Do we miss the days when Warner Brothers used to be good and not what they're at right now? Can we go back to those days? So yeah. Yeah, I think that's what I can say, of course, at front. I wish we could go back to those days. But I seriously hope they'll actually redeem themselves after the terrible stuff they actually did. Alongside not releasing Coyote vs. Ackley. I mean, come on, Warner Brothers. We need to see that movie. Give us Coyote vs. Ackley already. Okay, I'm getting way off track. Back to what really matters for sure, so... But yeah, I guess I made into a secret that I actually have done a lot of videos revolving around RWBY for sure, whether it be my thoughts videos for sure, pretty much showing off my cosplays entirely, or actually getting to a spot on one of my RWBY cosplays at conventions for sure, to which I guess in the case of Syracuse Collectors Con, I was lucky enough to bring back one of my Ruby Rose cosplays just for that convention for sure, which... yeah, it was a whole lot of fun for sure. I'm really glad that I had a really great time for sure. So yeah, I guess that's probably what I can say, of course, that front. And yeah, I guess during my time at Syracuse Collectors Con for sure, I was actually really lucky to pick this plushie up from another vendor that is also selling some really nice anime merch, like not just plushies, but is also pretty much got some really awesome figures for sure, to which true story, actually, around the time I actually bought this for sure, pretty much the seller was lucky enough to show me some nice figures of course, not just RWBY, but also Weiss from RWBY Ice Queendom for sure, to which is actually quite nice for sure. Now, to actually best describe RWBY Ice Queendom for sure, well, seeing how a lot of people actually proclaim RWBY as one of the American anime for sure, alongside Avatar: The Last Airbender, and that's just to name me a few. RWBY Ice Queendom is basically the anime version of RWBY entirely, but more specifically, taking little bits from, of course, pretty much Volume 1 with a little bit of Volume 2, but actually trying to make it do its own thing as opposed to being, well, a carbon copy, which I guess actually makes sense, of course, that front. And luckily enough, I did manage to get the movie on Blu-ray after I pre-ordered it off of the Crunchyroll store for sure. So hopefully within a matter of time, I'll finally give it a watch to see on how it actually goes, and just to see how it compares to the original for sure. But for now, I think it makes sense to finally talk about this plushie for sure, because hey, seeing how I really do admire the pretty much the leader of Team RWBY for sure, I think I might as well give her the respect she deserves for, of course, this episode. So yeah, we might as well go ahead and get right to it. Alrighty then, so yeah, now that we actually got the full-on explanation out of the way, we can now finally go ahead and talk about this plushie for sure, and I'm not gonna lie, I actually really do admire, of course, what they've actually done for, of course, RWBY, for, of course, this one for sure, and yeah, give it to what I'm actually seeing. I think they really did a great job with, of course, what I'm actually seeing to make RWBY from, of course, RWBY Ice Queendom definitely the best that it can be, and yeah, massively different from, of course, the Ruby Rose that we recognize from the main show entirely, and that's actually the one thing I really do admire for sure, and if anything, I really do admire the nice face RWBY has for sure, which I will have have to say really is quite admirable for sure. And sure, I guess I will admit the hair, I have to say, is of course massively different than what she is in the show, but honestly, that's actually one of the things I really do admire. I don't want to see pretty much a carbon copy for sure. I'm open for different interpretation for sure, and I guess given to what I'm seeing so far, they really did an impressive job with, of course, giving a different interpretation for sure, which I really do admire, of course, what I've actually seen, and but I guess the only thing that does remain the same, which I really do admire for sure, is of course RWBY's official outfit for sure, to which I have to say definitely looks absolutely amazing from, of course, what I could gather. Everything from, of course, her main dress, with, of course, pretty much her belt and stuff, with, of course, pretty much her nice little emblem for sure, and not to mention her cloak from what I've actually seen. They actually really did an impressive job from what I could gather. They really did their homework to actually make this plushie look great from what I've actually seen. And even little details from what I could gather actually does make it all the more presentable for sure. And let's not forget to mention, I think pretty much showing off her legs and stuff, containing, of course, what is supposed to be pretty much her black tights and, of course, her boots and stuff. That too, I will have to say, is done massively well for sure. And plus, I really do love the nice positioning they actually gave to this one, almost like she's sitting down somewhere, which I really do admire entirely. I think they did an impressive job on, of course, all that. So, but yeah, given to what I'm actually seeing, everything from what I actually see, they really did a great job with, of course, making this plushie the best that it can be for sure. I'm always open for different interpretations of course, the characters I actually recognize, and yeah, given to what I'm seeing, this is definitely one of those interpretations from what I can gather for sure, and of course, based on what I've actually seen in the tag right here, oh yeah, this is actually even better. Check this out. It's actually made by the guys at Sega for sure. I guess that kind of makes sense. I mean, I guess that's saying a whole lot given to the pretty much the Kanan Shippy figure that I currently got, that I did talk about some time ago for sure, is definitely made by Sega for sure. So yeah. Congratulations, Sega. You really nailed, you really nailed it once again with, of course, this plushie for sure. Good on you, I guess. So yeah. Alrighty then, so yeah, I guess with all that said and done, that's pretty much everything that I can say, of course, pretty much this adorable little plushie for sure. So yeah, I guess overall, I am really impressed with, of course, this nice plushie version of Ruby Rose from RWBY Ice Queendom for sure. It really did an incredible job, and of course, pretty much capturing Ruby Rose entirely, while also do its best to do its own thing entirely. That will actually make it far different from the character from the main series that we actually do love and recognize for sure. And yeah, I do think they really nailed it on the head with, of course, this one for sure. I think they really did an impressive job from what I'm actually seeing, and I think I think this is definitely well worth checking out for sure. So yeah, if you actually got the time and the money, and if you want to find it online and stuff, I say definitely buy this one for sure. So yeah, and hopefully I think maybe some point around later on, maybe they actually do have plushie versions of the other characters for sure, like of course Weiss, Blake, Yang, or plenty of the others for sure, but again, only time will tell when that'll come around for sure. But for now, I'm actually impressed with what I'm actually seeing. And I say this plushie right here is definitely well worth checking out for sure. And I guess on that thought, seeing how I now got the anime on Blu-ray, I am, of course, willing to check out RWBY Ice Queendom. And again, just to see how it compares to the original show for sure. So yeah, that of course would get me quite interesting for sure, and I'll be quite curious to see on how that's going to go down. But for now, I really do love this plushie for sure, and yeah, definitely well worth the buy on, of course, my part for sure. So yeah, I guess on that thought, that'll pretty much do exactly that. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this latest episode, and by all means, let me know in the comment section below on what you thought about it for sure. I would actually love to know on what you guys think for sure. So yeah, that's pretty much what I can say on, of course, that front. Thank you guys so much for watching this latest episode, and well, we're almost done for sure, because we got one more that I actually did get from Syracuse Collectors Con not too long ago, that I think would be worthy enough to give its own episode for sure. Well, I guess pretty much we've already talked about the plushies for sure. Now I think it's about time that we shift our gears and talk about pretty much a figure that I actually got for sure. And if you actually did see my haul that I did some time ago for sure on that said convention that I actually mentioned, I think you'll be quite curious to see on, pretty much what that could be for sure. But until that comes around, thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next episode. Take care. Special thanks to all of my supporters on Patreon for making today's video possible, including my top tier supporters for this month, VD. So if you want to be like these guys and show your support to us, then go to patreon.com/AckleyTackTV to pledge now, do so, and get some awesome rewards within your budget. Hey guys, this is AckleyTack4427 here. Thank you all so much for watching today's video. Feel free to like, comment, and share if you enjoy what you're seeing. If you like what you see here and want to see more videos coming up, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button and switch on the notification bell to get notifications, and select all notifications to be notified for when we post a new video. And don't forget to switch on notifications on your phone as well. Also, don't forget to check out my second channel and our 2-member channel with Sam the Thomas Fan 1, SamAttack4427TheThomasFan1 Productions, for plenty more content you can't find on here. You can check both of our channels out with the links or by our handles provided on screen. Feel free to shoot me an email with my email address provided, backley95@hotmail.com, if you want to ask me a question, want to collab with me for a project you've got in the works, or if you want to book me to be featured for a convention coming up. Follow me on my social media pages on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to keep up to date with me on updates, announcements, and new releases of my videos, as well as plenty of others I've got with my handles provided, as well as the links down in the description box below. Also, don't forget to follow me on TikTok for other videos I've got aside from the ones I've posted on YouTube, and on Twitch for any future live streams I've got coming up soon, as well as join our official Discord server to see what we've provided. If you wish to show your support to me, then feel free to check out my Patreon to get sneak peeks of my videos coming up before they go up online, as well as getting access to updates and playing more, in addition to getting some awesome rewards within your budget. Also, don't forget to check out and show your support to me on my wishlist on Amazon, and even supporting me at streamlabs.com/AckleyTackTV/tip that you can find in the description box below, as well as on my Twitch page. And in case you can't find any of the links that are provided, then not to worry about a thing. All the links and stuff are also provided on my link tree that you can also find in the description box below, as well as a few selected number of my social media pages. Other than that, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll be sure to see you in the next video. Take care.